It's terrible. I knew this guy. He was here for 15 minutes as the athletic director at San Diego State.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I thought he was a bit of a snake oil salesman. I never bought the sales pitch. He was here today, gone by tomorrow. Winds up at USC. USC is trying to clean up all the mistakes of their past. And that includes the athletic director of yesteryear, Mike Garrett. Mm-hmm. That includes the sparkling hiring of the wide receiver, Lynn Swann. Neither of those worked out. Yeah. That includes the failed attempt of Pat Hayden to fix the program. And then the hiring of this guy. And this guy comes in, and next thing you know, they get Lincoln Riley as head coach. Next thing you know, they hire a pretty good college basketball coach in Andy Enfield. Next thing you know, we wake up one morning having coffee and spill the coffee on the table. What do you mean USC and UCLA are going to the Big Ten? So he accomplished a whole bunch of things. But now we find out, and thank goodness for the media. You know, the newspaper world is dying. Thank goodness for investigative reporting, because the LA Times is the one that broke this story, that 6 women within the athletic program and employees went to the university and said there was a major problem here with harassment, toxic workplace environment, sexual harassment, reliability, him showing up on time to do the job he's supposed to be doing. I always thought he was a glad hander. Obviously, from within the circle, there was a lot of other stuff going on there that turned a lot of people off. And now we find out the second story via the Cincinnati Enquirer that he left UC to come to USC, and there was an investigation because of sexual harassment and sexual misconduct with him and 3 female employees at UC who went to the Cincinnati administration. So it begs the question, how does USC vet its hires when you've made these kind of mistakes with so many athletic directors who are the CEOs of the program, big money program? How do you make that kind of mistake? And what does it say about this guy because of the junk that happened at Cincinnati and is now repeated even on the bigger stage at Southern Cal? I mean, I was really stunned. But when he was here, I never had a problem with him, but I just thought that his whole approach to doing it seemed to be kind of sleazy. And then look what happened in Cincinnati with the Bearcats, and obviously what's happened with the Trojans.
Did SC fire him? Is he gone?
He retired.
He retired.
He retired a day after the LA Times went to USC and said, we have this evidence of this investigation on the other side of your campus. And by the way, we have now dug up the fact there was a similar set of incident circumstances investigated at the University of Cincinnati. So he retired - got fired. And I don't think he'll ever work again.
This story keeps repeating itself, right?
Yep.
And it's like mass shootings. It's like it happens all the time and it never stops. So we keep having these sexual harassment situations. What's the problem here? I mean, why can't these men evolve? Why can't they join us in the 21st century and treat people with respect? I mean, what's going on?
It's just the way society is, whether it's corporate industry, or whether it's Division I football and basketball powers. It's just society's norms have changed. And the MeToo movement has now impacted every facet of business and society, and rightfully so. And yet this stuff is going on as recently as 3 months ago at Southern Cal in 2023. You're kidding me? That some select group of people have not learned that there's different values and different mores and a different set of circumstances now in the culture. And you can't make those comments, and you can't touch female employees.
Right.
So I mean, he's not the only one. It's happened everywhere, but this is Southern Cal, and now look what's happened there.
Yeah. And I think to your point, how did they not vet this and not learn? I mean, because especially you figure like the whole Harvey Weinstein thing was all Hollywood. I mean, that's right down the street from USC. You think they would have been doing better due diligence here. And if this guy had this kind of a track record, why in the hell did they hire him in the first place? I mean, you know, this kind of reflects poorly on the university's administration all the way at the top.
The word is credibility. That's what the word is. Okay, before